Welcome to the Keychain podcast, where every key tells a story.
I'm Matt.
I'm Meesh.
And today we're bringing you the people, the partners, and the purpose behind the Matt Harnick real estate team. And today we have a very special topic to talk about. 5 years of Meesh.
Of me.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is, well, technically it was last month, but this is Meesh's, the start of Meesh's 6th year with the Matt Harnick team. The 6th year of us working together, 5 full years, because Meesh started on January 4th of 2021.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
It's so funny because one of our clients actually messaged me the other day because I had sent an email and it made it look like it was a party invitation, which was not what I meant for it to sound like, but that's how it came across. And she was like, "Oh, I thought we were having a party." And I was like, "A party for what?" And she's like, "Hello, for you." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." I was like, "I would love a party for me, but we're not throwing a party
Matt
for me."
starts sweating bullets. I'm like, should I start having a party?
You're not having a party for me. I'm like, "You're crazy." But
Happy anniversary.
You. Thank you. No, it's been great. I can't believe it's been 5 years.
Crazy.
I
don't know where that went.
Yeah, I tell everybody, like, it's like a blink of an eye.
Like that.
I know. It really.
That's a wink.
That is a wink. It's like a blink of an eye. Like, it is so crazy to think about Meesh walking through these front doors on January 4th of 2021 versus me walking in on, it was actually the 5th this year because the 4th was a Sunday. So like walking in on the 5th, the growth that has happened in those 5 years is just insane to me. I never thought that I don't want to use the word transform, but I will use the word transform.
Why not?
From the day that we started working together until now, like totally two different people. In the best way. In the best way,
absolutely. Yeah. And the funny thing is, you may remember that on a previous episode, we actually interviewed Steve Soprani from Soprani Consulting. Steve and his wife, Lindsay, own this company, Soprani Consulting, which was really the way that we met each other. I mean, they helped me find, interview, recruit, hire, train Meesh. And this was, well, they did the training themselves, but
they did.
I was part of the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, we couldn't believe it. It's been 5 years plus already at this point. It's just, wow.
Yeah.
It seems like forever ago and it seems like yesterday at the same time. It's like, it's really interesting. So Meesh, tell me, what the, no.
I was like, please don't do that.
No. No, but seriously, like, just some thoughts about being here for that length of time and what's changed, what happened.
I mean, just looking at our relationship outside of, like, obviously it's business, but like the business side of it has changed so much. We went from me just doing basic admin tasks, and I'll call them admin tasks because that's all it was. It was like answering emails and phone calls and making sure all the paperwork was done and like just kind of being hands-on, getting everything that he wasn't great at done so that our clients didn't miss a beat.
Yep.
Fast forward, I'm now licensed, so I'm able to not only speak to our clients on a higher level, I'm also able to answer agents' questions. Mm-hmm. So if Matt's on appointments and we have a listing and an agent is wanting information, they no longer have to wait that half hour, 45 minutes, however long Matt's in that appointment to get their answer. They can call me and I can answer that question. Without my license, I always had to say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I can't answer that. You're going to have to wait for Matt." But now I can go, "Oh, the square footage is blah, blah, blah." Or, "Yes, our seller is willing to do blah, blah, blah." Like, so now to have that ability, it's just an enhancement of our team, an enhancement of what we can do for our clients, which is, I mean, it's fantastic. Outside of being able to help the people that I love and people that, I was able to assist our family this year with buying and selling on a higher level because I was a part of the process and I knew the background so I could talk about it in a much deeper level than most people could. So I was literally able to see the process from start to finish, which also helped us on the back end because I could see some holes that we had. And I was like, okay, we need to kind of fix some of this stuff. So it's interesting to see that side of the growth of what's happened in our business. We've also seen some fluxes, right? Like we've had a larger team, and now we're back down to the two of us, which is fantastic. We work well together, obviously. We would love to grow. That's always on our mind, but we want to grow in the right way and with the right people and people who are like-minded. So it was nice to know that when everything was kind of like dissipating in front of us, we were always on the same page, which I think is super important. We both had personal stuff happen this year and over the last couple of years. So that has been a huge transition from 2021 to now.
Yeah.
But it's just been, I think that part means more to me than anything we could have done on the business side.
Yeah.
Because coming in that first day, one of the first things I said to him was, I want you to have time with your family. That's always been the goal, is to be able to say, hey, I need to step out to go do X, Y, Z. Okay, bye. I got this. See you later. But on the flip side of that, it was also me saying to him, hey, there's going to be times where I need to step away. Is that going to be a problem? Absolutely not. We've made it a point that family is first. And that was
always from the beginning.
That was the beginning, and it's now even more prevalent. So I like seeing that swing of the pendulum, where in the beginning, you're nervous, like, oh my gosh, I have a doctor's appointment. And now I'm like, I literally said to him before we started recording, I was like, hey, I'm going to be out for like an hour and a half because we rescheduled the doctor's appointment. And he's like, okay. So that's really cool. It's also, it's nice seeing the range of clients that we've had over the years and being able to forge relationships with them.
Yeah. And we have different relationships. I mean, obviously we're two different people, but the relationships that I have with certain clients is much different than the relationship Meesh has, which is great. I mean, I love the fact that, clients seek us out independently in different ways. It really speaks to the fact that we really complement each other in business, personally in terms of like working with our clients, et cetera. It's a combined effort.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed it, and I've become more comfortable with it, right? So that's one of the cool things in the past 5 years is now I almost feel like it's just an extension of my responsibilities. But I really enjoy it. Like, I'm really getting to know, I want to know your kids' names. I want to know your dogs' names. I want to know your birthday because I want to send you a card or something a little special.
Something new for 2026.
Yes, it is something new for 2026, our little birthday club. Yeah. But I want to be that person who's I'm always thinking about you. And if I see an article, I want to send it to you. So that's cool in the past 5 years, seeing that kind of transition from just being a little shy into now I'm like, hey, I'm me. take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. But I'm me. So that's been really fun as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, the reason people work with us ultimately is because they need to do something in real estate, buy, sell, rent, invest, whatever it might be. But our goal is to make it as fun and as informative and as memorable in a good way as we can. So that way at the end of the process, the people we work with feel really good about joining the Harnick team family, as it were, and, reviewing us online and recommending us to their friends because they had such a great experience. Yeah. In keeping with that, Meesh actually put a post out right after, I guess like a week or two after the beginning of the year, just to sort of recap 2025. And I mean, I'll let you give away the stats because you're the data nerd. So,
I'm gonna have to look
self-designated.
I'm gonna have to look them up.
Okay. But one of the things that we really enjoyed last year, and whether or not we have the exact percentages, it doesn't even really matter. The overwhelming percentage of the people that we worked with last year in real estate, the families we helped, came from past clients.
Yep.
Or they were past clients.
Yep.
And there is such an invaluable, thing that we learned in that, because really what we do day in and day out, obviously aside from helping people, work in real estate, is to help people remember who we are, to stay in touch and to keep posted on their lives. And again, to know what their birthdays are, their pets' names, their kids' names, because not just because it's a data point, it's because it's important to us. Yeah. And second to that, that number percentage was the agent-to-agent referrals that we received from our agent partners and strategic partners all across the world, not even the country. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It means that there's agents out there. In some cases, we've never necessarily met in person, but we've developed relationships long-term or long distance. In some cases, we do know them and we have met with them and have spent time with them in far off places.
Yeah.
But they trust us, and they trust us enough that when one of their clients needs to move to the Philadelphia metro area, or one of their clients needs to move from Philly metro out to wherever they are, they call us.
Yeah.
And that number was also really high last year, which is great. Yeah. So it just makes me feel so good about that.
I think that's another really fun part over the last 5 years is getting to know those referral partners.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to meet a lot of them at Glover in Scottsdale 2 years ago, and we've kept in touch. Just to be able to put like the face to the name, and even now, like I've gone to other operations conventions and like operations meetings, and just being able to put myself in those rooms and not feel like I shouldn't be there. That's a huge growth point of mine, because I always would come back to Matt and be like, oh my gosh, I felt like I was the dumbest person in that room. Because like,
so I'm sorry, I have to laugh.
I know,
I find that ridiculous.
I know, but like there were a couple moments where I'm like, oh my God, I know nothing.
Not that your feelings were ridiculous. Just, I mean,
yes.
Meesh definitely belongs in those rooms. That's just to clarify.
Yes, I know my feelings are valid.
They are.
But yes, it was just to see that kind of, I'll actually go and introduce myself to people, which I wouldn't have done 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's been a huge stepping stone, and I'm really looking forward to kind of what the next couple of years looks like for us. Just as my path changes, our team changes, like I'm really, really excited for 2026 and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, as we talked about in one of our previous episodes, we have decided that this year, aside from donating to the causes that we find so important, Alzheimer's, autism, cancer research, we've also decided again that we're going to help to not only raise money and awareness, but also to lend physical assistance to local like animal shelters. Mm-hmm. I mean, these are the things that drive us. These are the things that make it worthwhile, that really just endear us to, not only to what we do, but also to really help our clients see that we're not just selling and buying homes for people. This is a much bigger commitment than that. Yeah. I guess that's the best way to say it.
Yeah, that's a big kind of like swing over the last 5 years too, is the focus of the team on giving back and really making that a focus of ours. We talked about it when I first started, and we're like, yeah, community is important. And we did all these community events, and I'm like, these are great, but like, I want to put our faces out there. I really want to like we get to know the people of our community just as much as they know us. Like they see our name, they see what we do, and we're recommended and all of that. But like, I want to give back to those people and those local businesses. And I think that's a huge kind of jumping off point from where we started to where we are now to kind of where the future is taking us.
I agree. One of the things that we actually haven't talked about, which will probably be another good episode for the future, 16 years ago now, I created a Facebook group for our local community. Yeah, that is a good podcast episode. It's called Upper Dublin Township Community Connect. We have, somewhere about 5,100 members in there right now, all hyper local in our community. And what I find really awesome and interesting is, first of all, a lot of what happens in there is just, it's all community stuff. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people need contractors. People don't know where to find certain things, or there's a dog that's lost. I see those way too often. Mm-hmm. And more recently, we've just noticed how a lot of people have been sort of, private messaging us like, hey, I know you guys are in the real estate business. Can you help me with this? Or do you know how to find this? Yep. And I love that, because again, this is all about community, and it can be our community at large across the world. It can be our community of local people in either North Wales or Upper Dublin. Yep. But that's it for us. It's people first. And again, we've said this before a number of times. At the end of the year, when we sort of look back about how the year went, it was never, how many sales units did we do or whatever. It's how many people did we help? Yeah. How many families did we help? That's what's most important to us. Yep. And every time we get a chance to talk a little more about what we do, we help more people.
That's exactly right.
And that's why we did the podcast.
It is 100%. And Matt's got, his community group that he started. I launched one a couple years ago. We're going to relaunch it this year. I think it really needs to happen. After this snowstorm that we had a bunch of driveways, and I will put this out there. If your fire hydrant is still covered with snow, somebody needs to take responsibility and go dig that sucker out.
Yes.
It is life-saving, literally life-saving, because you don't want the volunteer firefighters, or if they are paid, you don't want them spending 10 minutes to dig out your fire hydrant. Like, go take care of it. So the ones near my house are dug out because I'm OCD and I dug them out, as well as my neighbors who are around, which is great. But we did see a bunch of like driveways that are still covered in snow, or pathways that, aren't being done or dug out. We had a couple kids come around our neighborhood, but they didn't know who to go to. And I'm like, this is why that group exists. This is why that group is,
yep.
So if you are near Marybrook, if you know where that is in North Wales, there is a Marybrook Facebook page. Please search it. I will grant you admission. You are welcome. I want that to become kind of what the Upper Dublin Township Community Connect group is, where we can, as a community, do you need someone to come and weed? Do you need somebody to come clear driveways? Do you have like, hey, I need a roofer. Hey, I do need a landscaper because my job is a little bit bigger than a kid getting paid $100 to weed some stuff.
Yep.
So that's kind of, I want to do the same thing for my community as Matt did for his. So again, if you're near the Marybrook area, just search it on Facebook. My little plug.
Yeah. But it really all comes back to community, and we look at our operations here at the Matt Harnick team as just with you as our larger community. And again, that can be local, can be around the world, but it's amazing what's happened over the last 5 years, and just and we're we're still going. We have a lot left to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with that, I just, again, obviously connect with us if there's anything that we can do. I mean, we talked about a lot this particular podcast, but if you're interested in finding out how to help animals, if you're interested in getting involved with what we do, if you live in Marybrook, if you live in Upper Dublin Township and you're not part of this, community group, just reach out to us and let us know. We help people first. We are people first. Ooh, I like that.
That's a good one.
How did I just do that? Where'd that come from?
That was a good one.
I'm getting smarter on my in my old age. No, but seriously, thank you again and as always for watching the next current episode of the Keychain podcast. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.